And that's a slap in the face to law enforcement, because we've been fighting this for over 30 years. We've been asking for help, okay? Now, talk's cheap. Talk's cheap. I'll tell the governor this. Talk's cheap.
Scott County, Indiana Sheriff Jerry Gooden speaking to me about a new legislation drafted by lawmakers. It requires sheriffs to sign an agreement saying they'll help federal ICE agents with the deportation process.
If the federal agents bring them to our place and want to house them, that's fine, bring them. But you're going to have to tell us what we need to do once they get here. You know, where do we transport them to, like you say, how much, you know, who's going to pay the transportation cost?
Gooden's office has no problems making the criminal arrest, but criticizes the proposed legislation because it offers no funding plan.
Because right now, as a small county right now, I fight daily with my county council and my county commissioners on funding just to be able to keep the doors open. Is the federal government going to come in and give us millions of dollars and say, here you go, we're going to give you money to help us do this?
I reached out to ISP's public information officer stationed in Clark County for comment on the governor's action. He referenced me to their chief public information officer in Indianapolis. In a statement, he says, quote, "We will coordinate resources and information through the Indiana Intelligence Fusion Center in accordance with Governor Braun's executive order."
It's one thing to get on and sign executive orders and talk about how bad, you know, people are or whatever you want to do. It's another thing to be able to give us the tools to be able to fix this problem. And they've not done that.
Jose Alonso, WHAS 1119, on your side.
By the way, in his State of the State address, which aired last night, Republican Governor Mike Braun said Indiana will do what it can to help secure the southern border and help end the crisis bringing fentanyl and crime into Indiana. He did not mention funding for local sheriffs.